Hello, my wonderful spirit guide. We are back with my reaction to Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? And we are now on song 11 with Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father While He's Deep Sea Fishing. Let me check that. Yep, this is right. Okay, feet Ryope. I don't know who that is. Also, imagine in Paris, Texas, SYML was doing like piano or something, because I didn't hear a vocal there. So yeah, I don't know who Ryope is either, or if that is actually initials or something. I don't know, but I'm interested. If you would like to become a Patreon, links for that will be in description, along with other things too. Please do comment, like, subscribe, and yes, this video will be part of a playlist where I react to the whole album. So yeah, this is just part of that. But anyway, let's get on with it. Grandfather, please stand on the let's go. Wow. That it took somebody else beautiful, referencing the song Beautiful, as they intended me to be, but they're wrong. Ooh, I like the chorus effect on the vocal. Put me together again, like an experiment. Some big man behind the scene. Oh, I like the storytelling vocal. God, if you're near me, send me 3 white butterflies. Oh, I was mentioning stuff like this in previous song. Father, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing for sharks in the Pacific. Oh, thank goodness the song wasn't called that. God of spirit, one bodied, infallible, deity, wrapped up in love. Oh. But I have good intentions, even if I'm one of the last ones. Wow. That distortion and synthy sound. No one told me this song was going to be this good. The woodwind, right? Pure blues notes then. That's amazing. That is really quite beautiful. Wow, this has got to be one of my faves, I think. Just the way it like kind of was, it was big, wasn't it? It had like a big presence to it. And there was lots of like instrument pieces that were fluttering around and like, I don't know, just sparkly and big. It was like nighttime, but like a magical kind of nighttime with like fluttering feelings. I don't know, like sparkles and fairies even, which was cool. But I just have to mention before anything, in the previous song I mentioned about like how when you're in a dark space or someone's, you know, passed away, something like a butterfly could be a sign that they're there. And how weird that I said that, and this literally references butterflies. Like out of all the things that could have been referenced, it could have been like a bird or it could be like a flower, but no, butterflies. I literally said butterflies. I'm like, okay, little psychic moment. Maybe is it generic to think of butterflies in that way? I don't know. Anyway, so she does say 3 white butterflies to know you're near. Basically, yeah, like 3 white butterflies for the 3 people who had passed away, you know, and then being white, being very like heavenly, angelic. Angels also fly like butterflies, and butterflies also resemble transformation and so on. So maybe she's thinking that her, you know, it would be amazing to think of the people that she's lost have transformed or what's the word? Reincarnated as these butterflies, something quite beautiful and happy. Butterflies are a symbol of transformation and hope. Oh, and hope as well, I didn't know that. This is because of the very unique transformation during their lifespan called metamorphosis, Metamorphosis. Yeah, actually, the way a butterfly is like grows from the caterpillar is crazy, because like I think my sister was telling me this. I might in editing get the real facts because I might say this wrong, but they technically, I think my daughter was telling me this actually, not my sister, but maybe my sister told her, it doesn't matter. But I think they're a caterpillar, and as they cocoon themselves, they actually I think they turn into like a jelly, like a mucus. Like they literally break down into like a mucus and then grow, if that makes sense. Anyway, white butterflies seem to have a deeper spiritual symbolism, with the most agreed upon being they are a spiritual sign from heaven. Oh, okay. Maybe that's how I thought of that, because I just thought of that on my own, but I don't think I've ever heard that. But maybe I have heard it somewhere. If it's generic, then maybe I have. Anyway, this would therefore mean that seeing 3 white butterflies would be a huge sign from the heavens. Oh yeah, and then I won't read this bit yet because it says about owls. I know they think that it took somebody else to make me beautiful as they intended me to be, but they're wrong. That's interesting. I know they, and who's they again? Like critics, maybe? Or anyone. And then she goes, I know they think that it took thousands of people to put me together again like an experiment. Some big men behind the scenes sewing Frankenstein black dreams into my songs, but they're wrong. Ooh, this is really quite, when I was listening to it at the time as well, I was like, ooh, these are intense. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe she's talking about the very past being the fact that she used to be Lizzie Grant and she feels and then she turned to Lana Del Rey and so on. Is she trying to say that people think that record labels kind of produced her to be Lana Del Rey and to make her beautiful and aesthetic and sing about the things she does, but really she's saying it's not true. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. All the things I say are not just aesthetic, they're very real to me. They're very real in my life. And I've always believed that. I've always believed that all the things she sang about are real to her. So, but I guess not everyone believes in it. Maybe, yeah, she's saying that people had built her rather than she had built herself. I'm going to click it. What it says here. Long one here. I also wanted to say, I've believed, when I say I've always believed in her lyrics, the reason is because I've always understood them on a deep level where I've related to them myself and have experienced a lot similar things to Lana. So I've always believed them because I know what they feel like, and I feel like no one can really sing such stories like that with such emotion that she conveys and accuracy if they haven't felt it. I mean, you can be a great storyteller and do that, but I've always felt like Lana has always been honest in her work. Lana Del Rey's authenticity has been questioned throughout her career, most evident on her debut album Born to Die, where she received criticism of her legitimacy as an artist, writer and composer. So here we go. Lana's past, when she lived in a trailer park, her substance problems and her stories of boarding school have been questioned from the beginning. But why? Don't you find that odd? Why? Why did people... Is it because she sings in this way, and then maybe people just felt like she was playing a character of this kind of sad, broken down life when, I don't know, why? It's just not nice. It's horrible to not be believed anyway. I think one of the worst feelings in the world is not being believed on something that is true. And one of the worst things you can do in the world is lie. And I mean we do white lies all the time, but liars, bad people. But anyway, many speculated after signing with Interscope and Polydor that she was simply a concept with no real substance. These views were only exacerbated by her seeing her past as Lizzie Grant, and not just in the artistic field, but the physical authenticity of her as well. Lana Del Rey was believed to be a manufactured sensation for the masses. I really feel like I got this verse, didn't I? Sorry, but this is the first time that I've actually felt like, oh my god, I got it right. But okay. A created persona who did not have a soul of her own, bringing a sound that was totally new for the time that video games went viral. Right, she touched this topic in an Instagram post on the 23rd of March 2023, one day prior the official album release. It hasn't been a bad thing to sing about things being hard, and also just because you do that while you're all dressed up, it doesn't mean that you're like it's a put on, because we've been storytelling through our presentation for eons, since the dawn of time. So dress up how you want, look how you want, call yourself what you want, and sing about what you like, and sing about what your life is like, or whatever you want it to be. Yeah, so basically saying it doesn't matter if you've got a pretty dress on that's bright yellow covered in pink flowers, you could sing a sad song if you want. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be down to the way you look, but also your clothes can represent what you're singing about too. Like every artist, she has a completely unique artistic world that has only expanded since her inception, where real or exaggerated scenarios are explored that branch out into personal experiences or literary and cultural inspirations. No matter which moniker she chooses to use or what her background is, she has never been someone she's not. Good. Very good. In the pre-chorus, God, if you're near me, send me 3 white butterflies or an owl to know you're listening, sitting while I'm drinking. So yeah, of course, like I'm guessing owl is another kind of a totem of, or a token or a hint that someone that you've lost is there with you. So let me check. It says, owls seem to hold similar meaning as once stated by Charlotte Kirsten, MA, a cultural symbolism expert and founder of Typically Topical. Okay. Owls symbolize inner wisdom, change, transformation, intuitive development, good luck, and self-actualization. Lana seems to be asking God to send her at least one sign for her to know that he is close by, listening to her or watching over her, be it 3 white butterflies or an owl. Of course. And I imagine like the 3 white butterflies, like I said, are the people she's lost, and the owl is more of like God himself, a messenger of God, to give her wisdom and help her through life in some ways, just like maybe she's sitting there drinking and she just wants to say a prayer or just talk about something, and just for the owl to be there listening, it's a proof that God is there listening. And then the chorus, grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing for sharks in the Pacific. Imagine if that was a song title. That's what I was trying to say, like with the sharks in the Pacific bit on the end as well. But no, I've had enough now. That's too long. I guess that's like her saying, like, grandfather who has passed away, please, please look after my dad while he's out there doing actually a really dangerous job, which is deep sea fishing, like very dangerous, and especially in the Pacific. Oh my God. So she's saying, please look after him, stand on his shoulders, keep him on that boat, keep him grounded. Don't let him fall off, don't let him drown, just be there for him. I think that's what it's saying. The chorus expresses a desire for intergenerational connection and support. When Lana sings about her grandfather standing on the shoulders of her father while he's deep sea fishing, she is symbolically representing a transfer of knowledge, wisdom, and guidance from one generation to the next. Oh, that's cool as well. Yeah, maybe give him wisdom and guidance too, as well as protection. In the first repetition of the chorus, the reference to sharks in the Pacific suggests the presence of challenges or obstacles in life, and a father's act of deep sea fishing can be seen as a metaphor for navigating these challenges. Okay, so this is looking at it very metaphorically, whereas I was looking at it quite literally. Lana is asking her grandfather wisdom and experience to aid her father introspection, growth, development, while he's deep sea fishing, navigating through life, as sharks, obstacles, crises are below his rod. Life. Okay, very cool. Very metaphoric way of looking at it, and I really enjoy that, because I just kind of looked at it as more of like a protect him while he's doing something dangerous. So I guess it can mean the same thing, like just in different ways of words. Simpler, I guess. But yeah, then it goes on to say in the bridge, because I'm good in spirit, warm-bodied, a fallible deity, wrapped up in white. So I'm good in spirit, meaning like I'm a good person, I'm warm-bodied, I'm not cold-blooded, I'm not like a harsh, cold-blooded, non-empathetic person. A fallible deity, so like fallible meaning like something you can touch, right? And deity is like a goddess wrapped up in white. It says, this is oxymoronic, the idea of something being fallible, imperfect, and capable of doing wrong / making mistakes juxtaposes that of a deity who is divine and sacred. This consists with the messages in many of Del Rey's music in which she conveys her beauty and divinity while also discussing her flaws and errors. Yes, of course. Okay, nice. Whoever's been doing all these are like, you know, I think it's a few people, but like, they are helping me out. This is great. Wrapped up in white, so I guess wrapped up in innocence, wrapped up in purity again, whatever. Then she says, I'm folk, I'm jazz, I'm blue, I'm green, you know? It's like saying I'm different, but I'm the same, you know? I'm folk, I'm jazz, and like folk and jazz have similar elements, but are also different. I'm blue and green, again, similar, but very different. And of course that I'm blue, and she loves using the word blue, doesn't she? And then I'm green as well, because when you think of blue banisters, painting the banisters green or blue. I can't remember which way round it was, but yeah. So that's cool. Just showing the evolution and changes and whatever. But then she also says, regrettably, also a white woman, which is interesting because obviously her controversy around Black women in the music industry and stuff that she went through. But she's saying here, regrettably, you know, she has some shame there, some, you know, feelings of that, basically. But then she says, but I have good intentions, even if I'm one of the last ones. You know, even if I'm one of the last ones with good intentions, I have them. You know, I don't know. I'll click that. Yeah, also someone saying, you know, a nod to her controversial statement thing. But, you know, she is trying to say, like, I do have good intentions, though. I really didn't mean it to come across the way it did. And I think that's happened a lot with Lana's stuff, you know, and she was always felt so, like, probably quite alone at times when people don't understand her. And I could probably feel quite crap. And I know, and I get that too. And then she says, if you don't believe me, my poetry, all my melodies, feel it in your bones. I love that. I love that. It's almost like saying, you know, there's something to it that feels like she's going, come on. Like, I feel like she feels she can spot authenticity easily. And she's thinking, why can't you? Like, why can't you with me? You know, if you don't believe in all the things I do, my melodies and my poetry and so on like that, then just feel it, you know. Stop like doing the thinking, going, I don't believe that. Just listen and feel what it does to you. What does this music make you feel? And this is kind of going back to what I was saying earlier about I've always believed in her songs because I felt it. I've felt those things. And if I could feel it, then I have to believe it, you know? It's like or I don't have to believe it, but I feel it, so I know it. I don't even just believe it, I know it. I don't know. That's cool though. And then she says, I have good intentions, even if I'm one of the last ones again. Then, grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing for the things he's wishing. Okay. So now she's saying, please guide him to get all the things that he's wishing for, you know, please help him get the things he's been wishing about. And then she says, God, if you're near, send me 3 butterflies or a map to know your vision. Impart on me your wisdom. Oh, or a map to know your vision, you know, just being like, let me know what you've, you know, got in store for me and my family. What does the future hold? And maybe that goes back to the song previously where she says fortune teller as well, just wanting that kind of security in knowing the future. Impart on me your wisdom, you know, give me that wisdom so I can know and understand. There's a lot of wanting to have control over the future and control over what happens because she's got so many people that she loves and she just wants to know everything's going to be okay. And then it said, it took somebody else to make me beautiful, wonderful, as they intended me to be, but they're wrong. And then 3 white butterflies to know you're near in that bluesy little way. It almost feels like to have it just as a separate line like that is almost like a real request. 3 white butterflies to know that you're near. I can't remember what it went like. But you know, it's really just opening it up to be like, please send me this. Amazing. Okay, so this is the last one I'm doing of the day because, well, I've recorded 2 40-minute ones, 1 18-minute one, and now this one's 27 minutes. So as you can imagine, my throat is a little bit sore and a little bit dried out. And I'm a bit like, I feel like I'm going to talk my face off if I keep going. But yeah, I'll record more either tomorrow or the day after, but I'll obviously have these coming out. So Don't worry, it's going to be good. I don't know how long this is going to take. I've got, how many songs left? I've got 5 left, so maybe I'll do like 3 and then 2. So maybe it'll take 4 days, 5 days, and maybe 6. It'll take within the week. It's going to all be out within a week, I suppose. Yeah, I imagine so. So I hope you can hold on. But yeah, I can't wait to listen to it all together though. Really can't. But it's been really fun doing it like this too. But anyway, I shall see you next time. Please do consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I am putting the whole of myself and energy into making these videos. I'm a huge LANA fan, so it's not like I don't want to, don't worry. I definitely love doing this, so, you know, but it is a lot of time, a lot of energy. So if you would like to become a patron, that would be so amazing. And yeah, please do share with your friends, all those things, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.